Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight, a very old beer. It's been around for quite a while, over a decade, from a brewery that we just now received on the East Coast. This is Wipeout IPA from Port Brewing Company. This is their flagship beer, most popular seller. We just got it. They're based out of San Marcos, California, and it's portbrewing.com. This is a 7% ABV. IBUs, I don't believe are listed. But the thing about this beer that's so interesting is I've never heard of it, seen it anywhere. And I've traveled to the West Coast many times, but it caught my eye because of the name. It's got the Wipeout in the can with the surfer literally wiping out in the middle of a wave, which I thought was really, really cool. Came in a 4-pack. It was fairly reasonable. It was only like $14 for the 4-pack. Again, I just told you I live on the East Coast, and this beer is about 30 days old. So that's fairly fresh, I think. Of course, it says on here, drink fresh. So a little bit about this beer. So they brought it out, and again, they I guess had several different versions of like the labeling. I think it only came out in big bottles at first. It's brewed to celebrate anyone and everyone who's ever paddled out to the best wave of the day, only to blow it and wipe out in a blaze of glory. It is a West Coast style IPA, so it's big hop pininess. I haven't had it yet, so again, that's just the style, usually fairly filtered. They call it brewing at San Diego style, so West Coast versus East Coast. I have a video, what's the difference between a West Coast and an East Coast IPA, if you want to check that out. Wipeout gets its attitude and flavor from Amarillo, Centennial, Cascade, and CTZ hop varieties. It's available year-round, and that's about all I have to tell you about it. So I'm really excited. I did cheat, and I did look it up while I was in the beer store, which is why I started this channel 10 years ago, to figure out, anything about it. And to my surprise, I found several beer reviews, and that it had been out, like I just told you, for quite a while. So pours exactly like what I would expect, kind of an orangish yellowish color, perfectly filtered, nice carbonation, pretty dense, frothy, foamy white head on the top. This far away I can already smell the hops, grapefruit, very citrusy, piney, maybe a little bit of lemon. It smells really, really good. I can definitely smell what I would call the Centennial, Amarillo, more herbally type hops coming out. But it definitely has a smell that, again, multiple hops in the brew, but a very nice upfront bouquet of fresh hops and citrus. So I'm excited about this one. Cheers! Let's get into the glass. That's delicious. Wow. It drinks more like a medium-bodied, almost double IPA. So 7%, it's creeping along to getting into that realm. It has a very nice mouthfeel to it. The carbonation is perfect. It's not too much. It's not too little. There's a nice kind of coating in your mouth of the grapefruit again, the citrusy, from front all the way to the back. It finishes really dry, so it's very kind of coats your palate, so it lingers a little bit, but it kind of has a little bit of a pop to it at the end that makes you want to drink some more. This is a very, very drinkable IPA. It's smooth. It's awesome. This is one of the best I've had in a very long time. I'm glad it made it to the East Coast. I review IPAs all the time. They're my favorite type of beer. This one's got some punch to it. There's no dankness to it at all as far as like the booziness. The hops are really well done. It's fresh. I'm very picky about IPAs. I think the market's very crowded, but I can tell you that this is one of the better ones I've had all year. I rate my beers between 1 and 5. I would give this at least a 4.5. It's not perfect, but it is darn close to it. It's really, really good. It's a solid beer. I totally get why it's their flagship beer, and it's the first one I've ever had from this brewery. I would absolutely buy it again. In fact, because it is new in our area, I might even make a special stop at one of the craft beer stores and pick up another 4-pack before they're long gone, if we don't ever get them again, because that does happen with beers like this. So, cheers. This is a awesome beer. Highly recommend it. I am very critical about IPAs, but I'm going to thoroughly enjoy drinking this one, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Come back often. We upload all the time. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. And as always, we appreciate your comments in the bottom of our YouTube channel, and we will see you again real soon. Cheers.